Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have spoken out following Catherine, the Princess of Wales's cancer news, wishing her health and healing after she announced that she was undergoing cancer treatment in that video message last week. Now, this is something, of course, they were pretty much obligated to do. They were always going to do because they love their names in the headlines, and good for them. I mean, it's nice to see that they put out a statement. However, I have to stress this here. In their statement, they don't even have the courtesy of calling Catherine by her full name, Catherine, or indeed by her royal title. No, they keep calling her Kate, but insist on calling themselves the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And it's these subtle messages of kind of disrespect that really gets on my nerves and the nerves of many other royal fans, and it's something that is often overlooked by the media. They don't seem to notice this, but there are these hidden messages or hidden kind of actions each time Harry and Meghan do these things, where they will either refer to Catherine by her short name as if they're still buddy-buddy with her, you know, or they won't use the full official title. So that irked me. That's just one thing. But I also wanted to go through some absolutely awful, before we get into the Harry and Meghan stuff, an absolutely awful account that throughout the whole Catherine saga, with her staying private after her surgery, and then this explosion of media speculation, rumours, conspiracy theories, mostly coming out of the United States, and of course Montecito. Of course, it was Harry and Meghan's fans that were fueling this from the United States. Where is Kate? What's this conspiracy? She's got this, she's done this, William's cheated, blah blah blah. All of this awful, heinous accusations coming out of Montecito, and indeed the fans that they pay to say good things about them and to absolutely trash the royal family. And I wanted to highlight this account because it is absolutely dreadful, guys. This is awful. So this account essentially put out what seemed to be about 100 posts speculating on Catherine and all these conspiracy theories. I actually went to their account today, had a scroll through the videos on their TikTok, and of course, where are these videos now? Perhaps they are feeling just a shred of remorse, and I know they released some sort of half-assed apology on Instagram, but it didn't really have much effect to it, and there was no real meaning behind it. Essentially, they were jumping on this awful bandwagon of speculating wildly about all these horrible things about Catherine, and then of course she comes out with this incredibly brave statement saying that she's undergoing cancer treatment, and maybe they had a shred of morality because they seem to have removed all of the videos off their TikTok. Perhaps they couldn't handle the backlash, or perhaps they pocketed the money and deleted all the evidence. So much of the actual footage that I have for these people putting out these awful videos on Catherine isn't actually from what I've collected, because when I went to look they had removed everything, but I got some of this from Popcorn Palace, who made a brilliant video about this whole situation. So make sure you check out his video as well for some more context around this whole thing, and I will link that in the description below. So I will play for you now just a short snippet of an example of how awful this account is.
Putting out just awful
Kate
stuff
Middleton,
about it.
part 28. One and their grandmother, their child, their dog, their second cousin is sending me this effing article telling me that Kate Middleton has been spotted out about alive and well at the farmer's market with William. Wake up, sheeple! You really think the most famous woman in the world, the future queen of England, is just out and about the local...
It's not even the local market. These people were so dumb.
So as Popcorn Palace rightly points out there, Andy points out there, that they are just so delusional. They have no idea what they are talking about. They jump on this bandwagon of conspiracy theories against Catherine, you know, and then when they go and make all their videos about it, there are many, many parts about all of these rumours and basically BS. They don't even use the correct information. So not only is it jumping on like these massive conspiracy theories, but it's also just completely misleading. You know, this video that we just looked at here that Andy went over, they're not just at any old farmer's market. This market is very, very posh. It's very upmarket. It's high society, and it's only 1 mile away from the Windsor estate that Catherine was recovering at. So using this framing of, oh, just she'd be out and about in just any old farmer's market, why are you guys believing this? It's like, no, if you put it in the proper context, it makes perfect sense. Catherine went out to her, by the way, her favourite farm shop with Prince William, 1 mile away from the place she was recovering. So to me, it makes perfect sense. You know, this is Catherine's favourite shop. It's close by to where she's been recovering for all of this time, and she seemed to find herself well enough to go out into public to just pick up a few bits of shopping, and maybe she wanted, you know, a breath of fresh air to go out with William, and they'd just been watching the kids do sports. So to me, it makes perfect sense, but these people are not known for their common sense or indeed their decency, are they? So yes, anyway, as Andy also pointed out in his video, the pop apologists, which is what they're called, these two sisters who are making all of these awful videos, they need to release a proper actual apology to Catherine, the Princess of Wales, on their social medias, not on any second accounts and hide it away, not the non-apology that they put on their Instagram, a proper sincere apology for all of this BS that they've been putting out. Because of course, when Catherine released that video announcing that she was undergoing cancer treatment, they erased all of the evidence off their social medias, and perhaps they had regained some semblance of morality, but it was probably just because they were about to face a lot of backlash, rightly, for what they had done. So we need to make sure that they put out a proper apology. But moving on from the pop apologist, someone else who is arguably even worse has been TMZ. Now, they are the people that released a lot of the leaked photos. There was a leaked photo of Catherine being driven around the Windsor estate by her mother, Carol Middleton, a while ago. Then they released the video also of her at the farm shop, so they've been kind of releasing videos. But they also had this TMZ investigates, where is Kate Middleton? Basically inflaming all of the conspiracy theories because they knew it would get views, and this is also pretty disgusting. But what shocked me also is look who turns up in the promotion video for this TMZ Investigates. Piers Morgan. I mean, Piers Morgan is well known in Britain anyway to be a pretty strong supporter of the royal family, and if that is the case, why has he gone on this conspiracy theory bandwagon? Why has he jumped on this train? It's pretty disgraceful, and it does call into question, for me at least, whether he actually does support the royal family or he's just saying what he's saying because it will also get views. Now, as well as the pop apologists, TMZ has kind of scrubbed this all from their site. If you try to access the link that Andy is showing in his video, he put it out on X, Twitter, you'd get this 404 error and you can't access it anymore. So that is also very telling. These places jumped on the conspiracy bandwagon. They were perfectly happy to make money off the suffering of this poor woman who's going through not just recovering from abdominal surgery, but also learning that she has cancer, trying to explain this to her children, letting her family know this, and then being in such a public eye and under this public scrutiny, and then to face all of the conspiracy theories and the rumours. It's just disgusting. This poor woman. Catherine is so brave for putting out that statement, but all of these media sites who jumped on these hateful bandwagons, fueled by Montecito's, Meghan Markle's paid audience, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's paid fans, it is just disgusting, and it makes me sick that this poor woman has had to go through this whole ordeal. And quite frankly, TMZ should be ashamed of themselves and issue an apology as well, because it's always the worst things happening to the best people, isn't it? But yes, back to Piers Morgan as well. He's now trying to call out the people that jumped on the conspiracy theory bandwagon with his most recent statements on Catherine and kind of supporting Catherine through her cancer news. But he's the one that jumped on the bandwagon, going on this TMZ Investigates and feeding the fire, fueling the fire with these conspiracy theories. And it's just very hypocritical. I was very shocked to see Piers on here. It was absolutely crazy. Now, we've talked about some people who were causing these conspiracy theories and things before Catherine's announcement and then have hastily retracted things or tried to hide things or stripped evidence away from the internet. But there are still people who are now harassing Catherine even after her cancer announcement, and we've seen people like Omid Scobie tastelessly posting, as the Daily Mail has put it here, an alarm clock set for 6 p.m, which is the exact time that Catherine released her statement, and he was obviously thinking, oh, this is just something that's going to fan the flames again, this announcement is going to be, you know, something that we can just watch and laugh at, and it's not going to really give us any answers, and then it ended up being this really serious cancer announcement, and yes, so he got a lot of backlash for that, and rightly so. And then there's also the supposed data analyst, the tech CEO Christopher Bouzy, who appeared in the Sussex's Netflix documentary, who claims that they were lying about going to the farm shop, claiming the footage of Kate at the farm shop wasn't actually her, and kind of doubling down on the conspiracy theories as well, even after this. So these two are just absolutely disgusting as well. Wanted to quickly mention that as well during this video. And, it's not like following Catherine's announcement everything has stopped. She is still getting harassment from the Meghan and Harry fans and from people like Scobie and Christopher Bouzy, who are still, speculating and etc. over Catherine's condition and saying all of these conspiratorial things. So yes, wanted to make sure I said that as well. So bringing it full circle back to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, they look awful now. So we obviously have no concrete evidence or proof that they are behind any of the kind of outcry and the rumour train, but I would put my bets on them being involved somehow, or at least allowing it to happen and subtly encouraging it, because why? They have a lot to gain. If the Prince and Princess of Wales are made to look bad in the media, they in turn look good. That's what they think. They will benefit from bad press on the royal family. And of course, this is what they've contributed to over the past couple of years. They've called the royal family racist. They've made all these unfounded claims in Harry's Spare, the documentary, Meghan Markle's racist claims as well about Archie's skin colour, and then the quote-unquote leak being apparently tied to Catherine and King Charles, who, by the way, are now both the ones suffering from this horrible disease. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are at fault for the divisiveness we see from the royal family fans. If they had never stepped back, if Meghan had never made these stupid claims like she does, there wouldn't be this great division within the royal family between the Harkles, who stepped back from the royal family and public duties and all their duties really, but still complain about not having the full benefits. But anyway, they stepped back and moved to California and are now slinging dirt across the Atlantic, and then the traditional royal family who are still in Britain. There is now this great divide among fans because of what Meghan Markle essentially did to Prince Harry. She has dragged him away from the royal family, put all this poison in his head, and now they inflame their fans to sling all these rumours and speculation and BS around about the royal family. So this has not helped at all, and poor Prince William is in the middle of it all. His father has cancer, his wife has cancer, and poor William does not even have the support of his brother. So after this cancer news, they have come out wishing health and healing to look good in the media headlines, but of course it is their fans who have inflamed the conspiracies in the first place, so they are at fault to a big degree. And for Meghan Markle to claim in any way that she gets this much media criticism is just insane. She is propped up by media tycoons who she probably has business deals with. She makes behind the scenes business deals all the time, or at least attempts to. We saw them going to Jamaica and trying to buddy up with Paramount executives and then got angry because they didn't get put in the front row seats. But Meghan Markle has no leg to stand on with these claims that she is attacked by the media. I mean, the tabloids will print what they want to print, but at the end of the day, the vitriol, the utter raw vitriol that people slung at Catherine over the past few weeks and months is just absolutely disgusting. And I feel like I'm repeating myself in this video, but Meghan Markle has no way anywhere near that much hate in the media. So I just want to say to them that I know they had to put out this statement, but at the end of the day, the words ring hollow to me. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit of a rant. Again, credits to Popcorn Palace for the footage that I've used in this video. Go check out his video. I'll link it again. It's linked in the description below. Let me know your thoughts on this, and as always, thank you very much for watching.